All right, lecture 12. So, some announcements of the day. First off, we're doing advising sessions one-on-one for students who are feeling a little stressed out or don't really know where they stand with the class so that you can come to us and get a sense of what next. So if you're interested, please see this Piazza post. Technically, the deadline has elapsed, but if you really want to speak to someone, we'll do our best to try and meet with you because it's very important to us that anybody who really, really wants to make it through this class and do well, that they should be able to. Okay. Next up, exam grading. Actually, it's almost done right now. It's currently about 7 p.m., so probably we'll have them out next couple hours. I'm not going to say anything in lecture right now about it, but awesome stuff to say on Friday. But I will note, yes, pretty hard test. Median looks like it'll be around 50%. We were shooting for 60, so about 10% too low. So, oops, hardest test I ever made. Well, you got to be the recipients, but yeah. I guess I had one test at Princeton that was more time constraining and just totally demoralizing. But yeah, I mean, keep in mind, right? The grade is not, it's like a 50% is failing. Like a 50% is pretty good, actually. Like a 50%, assuming that's the median, will be somewhere in like the B plus range, right? So, hey, welcome to college. Uh, Next up, I'll be posting the bins, right? The A's, B, C, D, whatever bins tomorrow. I'm not quite sure how I didn't do this earlier, other than I guess not sleeping or doing anything other than working. But hey, professor life. But yeah, I'll get to it. Sorry, I know it's important to you guys, but other things have been prioritizing, and somehow nobody's really been complaining. So, but yeah, so I'm not going to base the bends on the midterm scores because that's called curving. But I will reserve the right to make the bends friendlier at the end of the semester. And what I mean by that's called curving, I mean if I just look at the midterm scores and I decide, oh, okay, this is the middle, therefore that's B plus, that's not really fair, right? Because then it becomes the class as a competition. I don't want this class to be a competition. It's not, right? It's a class, it should be a community, a place where we're all learning stuff. Um, so what I'm going to do is really carefully look at the problems and figure out to me what feels like a B and a C and so forth based on the problems, but I will not do it based on the scores. Okay. Okay, so let's get going. We're going to be talking about packages and libraries today, and this is a topic which, it's a little dull. I'm just going to be straightforward with you. If you 2x this one and you kind of glaze over a little, I guess that's how it's going to go. But yeah, maybe try the DIY stuff. So there'll be some exercises later in the lecture, make it a little more active. So that said, let me transform back into me 12 hours ago and have the other clothes I had on, and we'll get started for this lecture.